Hey guys, so I decided today I want to do a video on a couple foundation sticks. I'm telling you, I have used the Makeup Forever foundation stick for probably about 5 years. Then of course you guys had watched my previous video on the Tarte foundation, which was a liquid foundation, which is fantastic. And I'm a full coverage kind of girl. I like full coverage foundation. So for, like I said, about 5 years, I was using this Makeup Forever foundation stick and the Ultra HD. I was paying $43 for this stick, and it would last maybe close to 2 months. But when I was at Ulta one day, lo and behold, I found the Wet and Wild photo focus foundation stick. It's like, you know what? It's really cheap, but I'm going to give it a try and see if there's really a big difference. Okay, so I paid $6, like $7 for this foundation stick and $43 for this foundation stick. So what I want to do is I'm going to do half and half so I can show you. This foundation stick for $7 matches my skin so much better than the one that I paid $43 for. I kid you not. They have the hardest time matching me with the Makeup Forever. And the Toffee, on my first go around, I got the right one. So let's go and let's get these on, and so we can see the difference on my skin. Now when I apply my foundation sticks, how I do it is I just take the stick and I just do little dots and I just twist it when I put it on my face. So again, we're doing half and half. We'll try just to get half on the side of the nose. All right, so there I got the Makeup Forever. Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm gonna blend that. And I do have on my, hold on one moment. I do have on my primer, which I use the e.l.f. putty in pink. Oh, this stuff is so good, you guys. It'll get into your lines and it'll help smooth them out. This e.l.f. putty, I paid $8 for it. Excellent. So I put that on, and then I also used my my By the Sea by Tarte concealer. So I've already got that on so that it would look like it would normally look after you do your base and stuff to get ready for your foundation. I just wanted you guys to be able to see exactly what it looks like when you do your face on a regular basis. Okay, so now, and don't get me wrong, the Makeup Forever is a fabulous stick. And I like that I get a little bit of dewiness, because I like to have a little bit of dew on my face from my foundation. Just gives us that more youthful look. So if you're worried, if you have issues with finding foundations that look dewy and they make your skin look too dry, look for hydrating foundations. Some of them have a water base too, which is hydrating, and then that also will give the dewy look as well. Okay, so now I've got the Wet and Wild stick, and I'm going to do that on this other side. But as you can see, this is the side with the Makeup Forever stick. Okay, and then I'm going to come to this other side, and I'm going to do the Wet and Wild. And I'm just doing the same thing. I'm just putting it on there and just twisting it. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with my brush. Just going to blend it all in. I'm really hoping you're going to be able to tell when I'm all done here. I kind of got the sniffles today. I apologize. I don't think I rubbed. I'll just blend it all in with my Wet n Wild. All right. Okay, guys, here we go. So here is the side with the Makeup Forever stick that I paid $43 for. And here's the side that I put on with the Wet n Wild that I paid $7 for. And can I tell you something? I love the Wet n Wild. It'll stay on. Again, depending on how porous your skin is and how much it may eat the makeup, I don't know. But it stays on for me. I'm not going to necessarily say until I go to take it off at night, but most of the time, yes, if I have my primer on and I'm moisturized properly and my concealers and stuff, most of it is still on by the time I go to take it off at night. What I have noticed that I do not like with the Makeup Forever is it has a green hue to it, where my Wet n Wild side has a natural hue to it. So what I mean by that is, like, I don't know if you can see it in the video or not, the green hue from the Makeup Forever, but like when I take pictures and stuff, it's like, oh my gosh, you can so tell the difference from my face to my body. And it has this green hue, and they have tried so many times to color match me, and they can't. But so with the Makeup Forever, I use the color 173Y445. With the Wet n Wild, I use the Toffee. Very impressive, very impressive. What I'm going to do is I am going to put on the rest of my makeup and see if you can tell the difference from my $43 side to my $7 side. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm back, and here is the finished look with my makeup on. Can you tell the difference between the $43 side and the $7 side? I can't. Amazing. I just saved you about $31 by picking the Wet n Wild Photoshop foundation stick. I bought mine at Ulta, and I do know they have several different colors to choose from. And again, the color that I use is Toffee. And with the Makeup Forever stick that I paid $43 for, $7, $43. The color I used on this was the 173Y445. And just to say again, this one, maybe 2 months it would last me. This one, I just bought it, so I'm not sure. I'm hoping it's going to last about the same amount of time. I don't know how long I've had this one from Makeup Forever, but this is how much of the stick I have left. I bought it not too terribly long ago. So I've used my Wet n Wild a lot. I've used it almost every day since I bought it. And well, in between that and the new Tarte, I switch them up. I don't use the same one every day. I like to confuse my skin, because your skin can get conditioned to what you used to. So if you switch that up once in a while, that's what they say to do with your moisturizers too, and your hair conditioners and shampoos, is to switch them up here and there. So I'll mix it up during the week. But this is how much I have left in my makeup, my Wet n Wild. You may get a little less in this stick, but it's not a whole lot, because like I said, I've used this one consistently since I bought it. And this one, I think I had it maybe a couple weeks before I found this one at Ulta. So the better bang for your buck, well, of course, Wet n Wild Photoshop foundation stick. Absolutely, 100%. It is a great foundation stick. And believe me, if I didn't think so, I wouldn't be using it, because I've been spending $43 a month, every time, on this Makeup Forever stick for the last 4.5, 5 years, if not a little longer. And like I said, this one gives me a green hue. And like I said, I don't know if you can actually see it on camera, but when you take pictures, it's extremely visible, where I have not noticed that issue with my Wet n Wild. I hope this helped you guys with conservativeness, and those of you that don't want to spend the hefty money for the name brand stuff like Makeup Forever. The Wet n Wild foundation stick, I am telling you, is a fantastic full coverage foundation. And it does have dewiness to it right along with the Makeup Forever, which is really important to me, because my skin has I have dry skin, and I have got to keep it moisturized at all times. And when I can find a foundation that keeps that dewy look, wonderful. So with that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. And please give me a thumbs up. That would be fantastic. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe below. And until next time, I hope you all have a beautiful and very blessed day.